All right, so we have estimated radicals, we've simplified radicals, we've simplified with variables, and now, finally, this is our last kind of adding on to this topic. Simplifying with a multiplier. Okay, this just means there's going to be a number on the outside. Okay, so that's being multiplied. So here is your first example. This is 3 times the square root of 98. Okay, so what are we going to do here? You know what we're going to do? We're going to just do this. We're going to simplify this, and then we're just going to multiply the 3 at the end. Okay, so here's what I would do. I would just bring the 3 down here, give yourself a few lines, and then just start simplifying. Now here, 98. What are two numbers that multiply 98? This is kind of a tricky one. So what I observe is I can't think of two numbers, but I do notice that 98 is even. So I'm just going to go ahead and divide it by 2. And I know that's prime. Okay, and what's 98 divided by 2? Well, I can use a calculator, but also in my head, like 100 divided by 2 is 50. So 98 is 2 less than 100. So like if I have 50 2s, it's 100. If I have 1 less 2, I have 49 2s. And what two numbers multiply to 49? 7 and 7. So this becomes, look, this becomes 7 times 7 times 2. Okay, and you can even like put the 3 right here if you want. Right? It doesn't like really matter too much. Okay, but this is the square root of 7 times 7 times the square root of 2, right? My doubles and my single. And so now look, and there's a 3 here, right? So what does this become? The 3 comes down. 7 times 7, and the square root of 7 times 7, excuse me, just becomes 7, right? This is the square root of 49, or the square root of 7 squared. And then this stays. So like, what would my answer be if it was just the square root of 98? My answer would just be 7 root 2, but it's not. I have this like 3 just stuck there on the outside, so we just multiply it at the end. So that would look like this. Okay, and your final example, we're going to make this one a long one, but we're going to see nothing really changes just because it's longer. It's just, you just got to kind of like be neat and keep organized. Okay, so this negative 5x is being multiplied at the end. Again, like I would just, I don't know, just leave it out here so you don't forget it. Okay, but I'm going to focus on simplifying this. So please don't do this, don't factor, because we look at 36 and we know right away, oh, that's just going to be a 6 on the outside, right? So you can, like, if you kind of like need to go through the process and you want to do this, at least don't factor it all the way, right? Don't do the 3 and the 2 and the 3 and the 2. This is going to be a double 6, okay? So like if you have to, if you're kind of like just need to process it this way, you can just do it like this. Or you can just say, oh, you know what? That square root of 36 is just going to become a 6 on the outside right away and pull it out right away, okay? Either way is fine. Look, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write the doubles just so you can kind of see the whole process, okay? But here's my 6 times 6. And this is x times x times x. Times y times y times y times y. Okay, so double, double, single, double, double. Okay, so this becomes double 6s, double x's, double y's again, and a single x. Okay, so now this becomes, look, and I'm gonna have to move this up. This becomes a single 6, right? That's the square root of 6 squared. This becomes a single x. This becomes a single y. This becomes a single y. And this is the only thing that does not simplify out of the radical. And now we're just going to multiply all this together. So negative 5 times 6 is negative 30. X times x is x squared. Y times y is y squared. And then square root of x. And this is the whole thing.